Raw is war.
Bretto live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? Bretto live back with another video, and today we have the WWE Week in Review setup, episode 256, where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. But halfway through the video, we're going to be jumping into SmackDown. We are starting with this amazing Monday Night Raw from Kansas City, Missouri. Patrick Mahomes was here, dude, the Super Bowl champion. Speed was here, bro. Who wasn't here at this Monday Night Raw? Absolutely insane show that we're about to talk about right now. I will not be talking about any of the draft picks that happened in the draft. There is a separate video on my YouTube channel all about the official draft picks and the results from the 2024 WWE draft. So check out that video if you want to hear about the draft picks. We open up the show with our brand new World Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Who's she going to get interrupted by? Of course, it's Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan wants a title opportunity, and I don't blame her one bit. She wanted Rhea. She deserves to get Becky, and Becky's going to give her the match. She's going to get a match. Nia Jax comes out, and this is going to be Nia Jax's last appearance on Monday Night Raw because she got drafted to SmackDown. So the crowd, they were cheering this. I was like, that is freaking hilarious. Nia Jax looked to get in the ring, and Liv Morgan didn't allow it. It leads to a match we're going to see later in the night. Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. I will talk about it in a bit. But this was a pretty solid way to open up the show with our brand new champion. She definitely deserves the spotlight, especially after winning that Battle Royal last week. Should she have won that? I feel like it should have been Liv Morgan. I absolutely loved this. Gunther went one-on-one with Xavier Woods, and I didn't really think this match was going to be much. I was like, okay, Xavier Woods, Gunther's just going to win, right? Which he did, but the way it got there was just amazing. Xavier Woods took so much damage in this match. It's insane. Even to the point where Kofi Kingston had a towel on ringside, and he's like, I'm going to throw it in. I'm going to throw it in. And you could hear Xavier Woods verbally say, like, don't do it. I can do this. I can do this. I can survive. And he did for a little bit longer, but then Gunther tapped him out, I believe with an STF. But Xavier Woods ended up tapping out. And I was like, wow, that was freaking amazing. I love this match. Still booking Gunther as a strong competitor, even though he's not the champion. I absolutely love that. No Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni Vinci was drafted to SmackDown. That's so crazy, bro. But Ludwig and Gunther stay on Raw. I loved this match. I really did. Logan Paul had announced some draft picks with his partner in crime, Speed, and then he entered the ring and he started acknowledging Patrick Mahomes, who was sitting ringside. I'm like, that is crazy. He gets interrupted by main event Jey Uso, which I was not expecting. Jey Uso comes out and Logan Paul says, I've been yeeting ever since 2017. Yeah, yeet, little brother Jakey try to roast me. What? You guys remember the diss track? Oh my god. Instead of Jakey, he said Jay, which I thought was pretty cool how he acknowledged that. I was like, that is really cool. Then Finn Balor and JD McDonough came out. I'm like, oh boy, is this going to be a 3-on-1 beatdown on Jey Uso? And then it wasn't, because it looked like Logan Paul was going to knock out Jey Uso with the three championship Super Bowl rings that Patrick Mahomes handed to Logan Paul. I was like, that's insane that he's allowing him to freaking use those as a weapon. Logan Paul misses Jey Uso, nails JD McDonough, who gets a massive bruise on his face. And then who comes out? Braun Strowman. This caught me insanely off guard. Braun Strowman, who was just drafted to Raw, makes his entrance, helps Jey Uso take out the Judgment Day. Logan Paul sort of hightailed. He got out of there. Finn Balor ate a massive choke slam, and Jey Uso and Braun Strowman looked to take out Patrick Mahomes, and then Patrick Mahomes had some linemen next to him, so ain't no way Braun Strowman was getting past those linemen and touch Patrick Mahomes. But this was a really interesting freaking promo here, and I loved it, man, especially even incorporating Patrick Mahomes as a heel. I thought that was super unique and super awesome, bro. I loved this promo. And the return of Braun Strowman. Come on. Sami Zayn went one-on-one with Bronson Reed for what feels like the 500th time. I'm not going to lie. I feel like we've seen this match a lot. It was a good match up until the end where we saw Sami Zayn hit the Lula kick on Bronson Reed. He was about to pin him 1, 2, 3, and here comes Chad Gable. Chaos Theory suplex, disqualification. I was like, okay, I already know this is going to be a triple threat of Backlash. Let's just be real. And then I was shocked to to say that Bronson Reed ended up taking everybody out. He hit the Tsunami Splash on Sammy and then slammed Chad Gable down to the mat and then held up the Intercontinental Championship. Bronson Reed doesn't care who's heel. He doesn't care who's face. He wants the IC Championship no matter what it takes. CM Punk was playing mind games with Drew McIntyre. He tricked him all the way to going up in a skybox where CM Punk was at. But CM Punk tricked Drew McIntyre to go all the way up to the skybox and freaking try to get him. But by the time Drew got up to the skybox, CM Punk was already down in the ring. He's freaking bashing Drew McIntyre, bro. CM Punk's saying he's going to make Drew McIntyre's life a living hell when he returns to the ring and is fully medically cleared. Thought he was going to announce that he's medically cleared. That's what I thought this promo was going to be. I was like, oh my god, here we go, he's medically cleared. But he didn't announce that. I was like, oh, come on. He just said he's going to make Drew's life absolutely hell when he returns. And I loved the freaking classic t-shirt CM Punk was wearing as a cutoff. Freaking awesome. He was wearing his 2011 shirt design, and it looked so awesome as a cutoff, bro. Literally awesome. Bro, I felt kind of bad for Drew McIntyre, though. He was just being gypped, bro. He was all the way over there, and CM Punk was all the way over there. They were doing shots just like this. I was like, what on earth, bro? Super good stuff. I love the CM Punk Drew feud. I think it's really good. Maxine Dupri went one-on-one with Candice LeRae, and you already know Candice LeRae up to her little sneaky tactics with Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell attacks Ivy Nile, who was on ringside. That distracts Maxine Dupri, who was on a roll, by the way. She was about to beat Candice LeRae, but then Candice LeRae sort of stomps Maxine's face into the mat, pins her 1, 2, 3. I'm like, are you kidding me? Give this win to Maxine Dupri, bro. She deserved it. She's looking better, bro. Liv Morgan went one-on-one with Nia Jax, and this match was actually really decent. I'm not going to lie. Tiffany Stratton was sitting front row at this show for this match. I was like, that's interesting. But then Tiffany Stratton got attacked from behind by Naomi while the match was still going on, so that sort of distracted Nia Jax a little bit, allowing Liv Morgan to take advantage and hit the Oblivion to pick up the victory. And dude, Liv Morgan literally beating Nia Jax? Like, that's crazy, bro. Becky Lynch wasn't able to beat Nia Jax for like 3 times, and then Liv Morgan just comes up, first try, boom, it's over. I'm like, what on earth? Yeah, I think Liv Morgan deserves a World Women's Championship opportunity. Becky Lynch definitely made that happen, which is awesome, so I'm excited for that match, and maybe Liv takes it right away. I'd be fine with it, man. I'd really be fine with it. Awesome Truth had to defend their WWE World Tag Team Championships up against the Alpha Academy's Otis and Akira Tozawa. This match was pretty decent. Chad Gable demanded a victory, and he demanded championships to Alpha Academy, but it didn't happen. Awesome Truth hit their double team maneuver and pick up the victory and retain their WWE World Tag Team Championships. Pretty obvious, but I like seeing Awesome Truth pick up the victory. I think they look great, and it's really cool how they're champs. Our main event of the show was absolutely amazing. Jey Uso, Ricochet, and Andrade going up against the Judgment Days. Damian Priest, JD McDonough, and Finn Balor. No Dominic Mysterio because, of course, he is injured. He's freaking injured, which I find really annoying because I kind of miss Dominic Mysterio in the ring. I'm not going to lie, bro. He's a great heel. This was an awesome 6-man tag team match. In the end, we saw a bunch of miscommunications in the Judgment Day, which led to Jey Uso hitting a frog splash off the top rope to Finn Balor to pick up the victory. And then he kind of stared down Damian Priest because this is our match at Backlash. Dude, could you imagine if Mr. Yeet Man beat Damian Priest to become the new champ at Backlash? I don't think it's going to happen personally, but you never freaking know. And I really enjoyed this 6-man tag team match. This was really good stuff. That was Monday Night Raw setup style. A great, absolutely jam-packed Monday Night Raw. Let me know your thoughts on this show down in the comment section down below. This show gets a 5 out of 5. I thought it was an amazing Monday Night Raw. So much happened, and once again, I didn't even talk about any of the draft picks in this video. That just shows how much happened on this Monday Night Raw. Favorite moment had to have been the Braun Strowman return and the Patrick Mahomes stuff. I thought that was really cool stuff. Very shocking stuff right there. Now we are going to jump into the Blueprint SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown from Lyon, France. What a hot crowd this was. Oh my God, dude, one of the hottest crowds I've heard since WrestleMania. Oh my God, this was literally insanity. Like, they were flipping out the entire show. Like, they would not let up. I absolutely loved this crowd, and they got a hell of a SmackDown here because the opener match was easily match of the night. Bianca Belair, Naomi, Jade Cargill, and the WWE Women's Champion Bayley going up against Damage Control and Tiffany Stratton. 8-woman tag team action. Absolutely amazing match. Action packed packed, dude. The action literally did not stop in this match. Jade Cargill looked so dominant. Bayley and Bianca still have not set aside their differences. You could just tell there was some beef between the two. Bianca Belair, the #1 draft pick overall, ended up winning the match for her team with a little KOD, and then they came out on top, looking really good going into their match at Backlash today, which I can't wait for. Stay tuned for a full Backlash setup review coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But this was an amazing match. I absolutely loved it. The New Catch Republic! Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne went up against the Final Testaments, AOP, Ankam, and Razor. You already know. We had Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and Paul Ellering on ringside, so honestly, the New Catch Republic stood no chance. This was an amazing match, though, and I could have sworn the New Catch Republic would have won if Karrion Kross and Scarlett did not get involved. It led to AOP hitting their little double team maneuver. Does anybody know the name of the move down in the comment section down below? I don't really know the name of it. And they freaking decked Tyler Bate. 1, 2, 3. It was all over from there. AOP. I like AOP, but I don't like Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Like, if AOP and Paul Ellering just did their own thing, I'd totally be fine with that, but I just don't like the Final Testament group themselves. But as far as this match went, really good match. Paul Heyman let something slip, and I don't think he meant to. Paul Heyman let Nick Aldis know that he himself, Paul Heyman, opted Roman Reigns out of the draft on his behalf. Roman Reigns didn't opt himself out of the draft. It was Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman said there's so much pandemonium in the bloodline. Paul Heyman was a special guest on the Kevin Owens show, and he couldn't even answer the question that Randy Orton and Kevin Owens asked him. They asked Paul Heyman, "So, Paul, who's the tribal chief nowadays?" Because I feel like Paul Heyman's afraid that if he says Roman Reigns, that Solo Sikoa will get that pissed off to where he spikes and turns on Paul Heyman. Speaking of the RKO show, this was an absolutely amazing RKO show. Special guest Paul Heyman. Kevin Owens said he didn't want a guest, but he got Paul Heyman. And then it turned out to be a little trap. Solo Sikoa and the MFT. Does anybody know what MFT stands for? I still don't know what that means. Can anybody help me out now in the comment section down below? But the MFT, Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa did sneak attack Kevin Owens and Randy Orton from behind. And yeah, your little classic brawl where the security comes out. They try to break it up. Kevin Owens jumps off the top rope, takes out absolutely everybody. Randy Orton was slamming people on the announce desk. Absolute pandemonium. This is even how they ended the show. They ended the show with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton absolutely destroying Solo and Tama Tonga backstage, just showing how much of a brawl that this match is going to be at Backlash. And Paul Heyman told Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, don't go into this match. They operate different than Roman Reigns. I'm telling you. Leave while you still can. I was like, what do they have planned that Paul Heyman is worried for the well-being of Kevin Owens and Randy Orton? I'm curious. This was amazing. LA Knight, yeah, looked absolutely amazing and was so over in this match. Yeah, all from this crowd. It was amazing. He went up against Angel of Legado de Fantasma. Obviously, he picked up the victory with the Blood Force Trauma. He nailed him, spiked Angel Garza down to the mat. After the match, LA Knight did declare himself for the King of the Ring, and so did Santos Escobar. So they're probably going to fight each other, I would assume, in the tournament. But LA Knight said he will be on top, with everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah. But this match was really good between him and Angel. Ooh, Dragon Lee is pissed. He attacked Carlito backstage because Carlito, he was asked the question, why did you attack Dragon Lee? And he said, I should have been in that match at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio chose the wrong person. He should have chose me. I knew that was the reason. I knew it was going to be the reason. So Dragon Lee attacks him, and Rey Mysterio backs off Dragon Lee. Carlito sort of hightails like a coward. And I'm like, man, I kind of see where Carlito's coming from. I would be kind of disappointed if Rey Mysterio didn't choose me for his tag team partner. This was decent, though. It was a WWE Tag Team Championship match where the current champs, 8-Town Down Under, went up against the Street Profits. And I'm not going to lie, I had a feeling that the Street Profits could possibly win this tag team match. But they didn't, man. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller taking advantage of the referee's back being turned, doing a little shenanigans behind the back without being legal in the ring, and they were able to pick up the victory and pin Angelo Dawkins to retain their tag team championship. Not Montez Ford, though. I could eventually see in the future Montez Ford turning on Angelo Dawkins and doing a little singles run, which I'd be totally fine with, but this shocked the hell out of me. I wasn't expecting 8-Town Down Under to retain their belts here, but they did. Not a bad match. And we ended the show with an absolute insane face-to-face encounter between the current WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, the main event for Backlash. This face-to-face was pretty awesome. AJ Styles saying how AJ Styles claiming that Cody Rhodes was handed everything, including finishing the story at WrestleMania. I'm like, what? Cody Rhodes saying, I earned everything, and I am going to beat you at Backlash. Cody Rhodes ends up getting disrespected by AJ Styles. Well, AJ Styles slaps him across the face. I was like, what? And then hightails right away. AJ Styles bounces up out of the ring right away. I'm like, yo, I know AJ Styles is like one of my favorite of all time, but slaps her across the face. What a coward you are, AJ Styles. Are you kidding me right now? But this is going to be an amazing match. One would say it's even a dream match here at Backlash. I'm excited for it. This promo was pretty good. Not a bad SmackDown. Easily my favorite moment / match was this 8-woman tag team match. I absolutely loved this match. It was freaking amazing. If I were to rate this show out of 5, I'd give it a solid 3 out of 5. As far as the crowd goes, 1,000 out of 5. My God, what an amazing crowd they were. And I really enjoyed this week in review setup. Enjoy Backlash and stay tuned for the setup review. It's dropping soon. Bretto Live is out.